Beads are the most important materials when creating handmade beaded jewelry, and obviously they function to make your polymer clay jewelry more beautiful. As we all know, there are wide varieties of beads of different types. One of the most popular kinds of bead is Fimo bead. How to make a Fimo bead is very easy, and I will teach you on how to do it. Fimo is made from polymer clay, and just like other modeling clay, Fimo is synthetic. Using this clay, you can create different types of beads. Polymer clay is a man-made product created from polyvinyl chloride and combined with color pigment and plastic. You can warm the clay with your hands to get it malleable before hardening it through the baking process. One good thing when baking is it doesn't change the size and color of the clay. When baking, it is advisable to use a convection oven. You don't want to use your regular oven if you're going to be baking clay often. You can find ones that are available at your local thrift store for a cheaper cost. When using ovens and other fire/heat tools, it is best to research safety tips in jewelry making. Malleability. I mentioned this word earlier. This is the most important aspect you have to consider when creating handmade clay beads prior to baking. Another very important aspect of the clay is its flexibility and strength when it is already completed. They are available in rainbow colors, so you have lots of color option to choose from. Just let your creativity and imagination play when creating Fimo beads. The first step in making Fimo beads is to take approximately 1 ounce of clay. Squeeze the clay and gently warm them by your hands, and roll it into a long thin snake. Continuously repeat this process until the clay stretches out, without breaking into pieces when pulled apart. Try to manage the clay long enough to help you remove some air that is trapped within the clay. Cut your block of clay into slabs just a little thicker of the widest setting of your oven. Put the cut slab through the oven, fold it in half and send through again. In the baking process, most brands bake between 250 and 275 degrees Fahrenheit, so just be sure to check first the directions. Bake the clay for at least 30 minutes. Exact time of baking is very important to keep the clay completely fused. However, if you don't bake the clay properly timed, you will end up with weak finished product. A very important reminder, do not breathe in the fumes of the clay while baking. It is necessary to use an exhaust fan. Breathing in the fumes can be hazardous. The clay will retain its workability if they are stored properly, so keep them away from direct sunlight. Do not store them in a heat in plastic bags or plastic containers. After that, get your clay, roll it into sheet in your chosen thickness. You can use a sheet of wax paper for easy cleanup after working. You will need a sharp cutting blade, and you should keep it separately with your other materials for safety. Use steel weaving needles to suspend your Fimo beads while baking. This will help prevent forming a flat surface and keep shape intact. You can choose whether you will drill holes in your beads after baking or you will create holes in your unbatched clay. You can choose several options of finishing your Fimo beads. Many manufacturers offer a varnish designed to shine beads. You will continuously enjoy your beading hobby because your sources are endless. Once you have all your beads, then learning how to make simple beaded anklet will be easy, and you can either sell kits to make them or sell them as a completed jewelry item. Have a happy beading day!